Hey guys, this is Roy's story. I know it's been a while since you've heard my voice on this channel, but I hope this changes things a bit here. As you can see, I recently got a Retron 5, which sort of like a sort of a Famiclone in a way, if that's a term they use to call these things nowadays. But plays Game Boy, NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and all the regions on them. You can also play Master System. You have a power based converter. This sort of different because it's emulation based, rather than mostly hardware based, like a lot of Famiclones are. So, you can put a game in there, and it sort of like dumps it to kind of an emulator system. I don't know exactly how it works, but I mean that's kind of how I figured out. But anyways, if you've seen my channel if you've seen a lot of the really mostly older videos on my channel, I'm really into bootleg games and weird games and stuff like that. So I got a bunch of I got well, I don't got a bunch. I got some bootleg cards over here, and I've been trying some of them out recently on this. People usually say they mostly don't work. I've had sort of mixed successes, so I mean I'll show some of them. Let's start with the one Famicom bootleg I got over here. The Cool Boy 401. This is kind of a recent one. It's been popping up a lot recently on a lot of sites. There's actually almost entirely 400 individual games on this. Actually, very little repeats. The one repeats I saw was like Adventure Island Hack or whatever. So if you put this in here and Famicom slots in the front, and try to. Alright. Another one. Hear that little chunk. So you load it up, it says unknown cartridge. This one I haven't had a lot of luck with playing. So you go for a load. Yeah, it doesn't even load. It just sort of gives up a white screen. Sorry, trying to do this with one hand is kind of tough. So I mean that's kind of a blow up with the Cool Boy 401, unfortunately. That's actually the only like sort of bootleg Famicom card I have. I used to have another one, but I lost it several years back. So if we try another one, hold on a second. I'm so good at making videos. Anyways, so that's the Famicom multi-card. Let me actually, before I get to some of my other games, let me go through one of the Game Boy multi cards I got. This is a Game Boy one. This is I think it's 14 games. Let me fix that blurriness. Yeah, the 14 game one I got this one a long time ago. So put it in the Game Boy cartridge in front here. No card inserted. Alright, hold on. Let me fix that for a second. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it doesn't recognize that either. But let's play it anyways. Doesn't play it. Usually sometimes with this game, sometimes it wants to play it. Oh shoot. Sometimes it wants to play it, sometimes it doesn't. But alright, there we go. Now I load it up. So the first game on this cartridge is The Lion King. And it is the only it's the only game on the full menu that it'll play. So like it has the whole menu right there. If you try to select, I don't know, Pikachu Land, it sets you back to the menu. If you try to select anything else, it sets you back to the menu. But if you choose The Lion King, it plays The Lion King. And it's like that for another cart I got here. Let me switch to that. Alright, time for the black screen again, guys. Alright. Where's the other one? Here we go. Oh man, give me YouTube superstardom. All right. It is another multi in one card I got. This is a lot more. This has a lot more like Japanese games on it. Um, it says color, but I think this is just regular Game Boy. So if you put this one in, how's it open? All right, hold on a second. All right. So it doesn't recognize this, but it loads it too. Now, the first game on this cartridge is one of the Detective Conan games, and for some reason, it loads it up as if it's on the Super Game Boy. And apparently, there are some Game Boy games that do that. I heard like Animaniacs does that, but that's so weird. I don't know why it does that, especially for this cart. Let me reset it. Huh. All right, now. Oh yeah. So for some reason, with the newest firmware, it just loads this game because it's like when I tried it on the older, I think 1.6 firmware, it sent me to the menu, but it would only play Conan. So I mean, there's that. There's another one that only plays the first game. Let me. I'll show off a couple other of the cartridges. So this is a Game Boy Color multi-cart right here. This I believe this one's actually is a Game Boy. Man. I'm like, why am I not famous on YouTube? Probably because I'm doing shit like this. All right. So this did not 32 in one. I think there's only like 10 games or something on here. But yeah, it is one of the Game Boy multi-carts or Game Color. I forgot to say. So let's try this one. No card inserted. All right, people, hang on. There we go. All right, now we can load it up. So some of these cards you gotta sort of put them in weirdly. So unknown cartridge still doesn't recognize it. But yeah, this loads up the menu too, with this weird looking, phallic looking character. But unfortunately for this one, it doesn't load up any games. Not even the first one. It just seems to be a blow up either way. So, I mean, it shows the menu, does not go to any games though. No matter what. Even if I try Quest right here. Nope. What a blow up. So, I think that's... I got another multi-car here right here. Hang on. Do I have any of the other things? No. I got one more multi-cart to show you guys. Hold on. 1 second. So this one is, if I can open it up. All right. The case. So I mean the label on this one came off because it's great quality work right here. Super Game Color Advance. Wow, totally radical, bro. I don't think it even has like half the games it shows on here. But yeah, the little green cartridge right there. Game Color. So let's show this one. Unknown cartridge. Doesn't recognize it, but you can play it. And we get a colored screen. Aladdin Pikachu Land. This also has Pikachu Land on it. Pikachu Land's like really easy to put on these cards, I think. So let's go to Pikachu Land. Nope. You actually cannot load any games on here. It'll just completely reset. So, I mean, basically, from what I understand, the Retron does not like multi-cart games. At least from all that I've tried them. But what about non-multi-cart pirate games? I got a few of them to actually, or more like a couple. I only got 2 here, but So this is a game. This is a pirate of a licensed game. It says Tom and Jerry 2. It's actually a pirate of Frantic Antics Game Color. Believe it or not, I found this at a GameStop of all places. If you don't believe me, there's the old GameStop sticker. This was before they stopped selling Game Boy games. Of all the places to find a bootleg cart, GameStop. Can you believe that, fellas? So let's try this one out. Now, it says unknown cartridge, but you can still play it. And for some reason, the sound doesn't really work. I don't know if it's related to this cart or if it's related to the actual Tom and Jerry game or not, because I don't have like the actual cartridge for this game, just the bootleg one. It's sort of weird though, because with 2.2 this game works, but with the older firmware it doesn't. So I don't know if that's related to the game or not. And so finally, let's actually look at a actual sort of bootleg game. You might remember I did a video on this years back. Not a really good video. Probably better than this one though. This is Somari on the Game Boy Advanced cartridge, a very busted Game Boy Advance cartridge. I'm not sure if it's a Game Boy Color chip inside or if it's Advance. I don't know. All I know is, Mario Sonic, can you believe that? Finally together in a game at once. I've always wanted to see it. So let's see how the Retron treats a game like this. So it loads it up. Usually with the Game Boy Advance games, it takes a while to load. Those are, I think those are usually the biggest carts it take. It does play it. Let me reset it. Somari Team presents. Yeah, there he is in his old glory, Somari. Your old buddy or pal. So, yeah. Plays well. I haven't seen anything wrong with the emulation on this yet or anything. Your favorite old pal Somari. Hero Tedendi and all that. Anyways, yeah. Whatever. So, yeah. I don't want this music playing. Alright. Basically, I mean, from what I can tell, the Retron doesn't really play nice with multi-carts, but, it seems singular games play fine on it. Apparently bootleg, those Russian bootleg Genesis carts play pretty well on it too, but I don't have any of those. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Kind of finally have a chance to play some Mario on a big HD screen. Can't believe it. All my dreams come true. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video. Show that off a bit. Yeah, later days.